Governments of every stripe have made plenty of promises to close the gap. And the ACT government made another one today, pledging to cut the number of Indigenous people in Canberra's prison and courts. The minister says it's not empty symbolism but a tough agreement which will make the government report back to the Indigenous community and prove it's made a difference.
By itself, it's just a piece of paper with more words on it.
We need to realise that this agreement it's just another document, so it really needs to be something that needs to be enforced by both community and government organisations.
But there was still a slight swell of optimism when the minister put pen to paper, acknowledging Canberra's very small Indigenous population makes up at least 10% of those in the justice system, and promising to cut that by putting more Indigenous offenders into restorative justice and changing attitudes in government departments. The minister insists it's a contract with teeth.
We've agreed on specific accountability measures which they themselves have requested to make sure that agencies are held to account, the police, the courts, other parts of the criminal justice system.
I think the difference with this agreement is there was a lot of community consultation which was done.
The proof will lie in the numbers, but also in whether the government can look beyond picking up the pieces.
The justice system is the crisis end. We need to also make sure we're focused on prevention so that Aboriginal and Torres Strait Islander people don't end up in the justice system at all.
Meanwhile, the Education Minister is focusing on what if, using a discussion paper to float some radical ideas for Canberra's high schools, including flexible class hours, single-sex classes and selective entry.
To update our thinking, to evolve, to adopt a 21st century approach to our senior secondary education. We can't constantly look backwards.
My fear is that Andrew Barr is again dressing up a slashing of the education budget with an information paper that he calls reform.
As to what comes off the page and into our schools, only time will tell. Stephen Jedgetts, ABC News, Canberra.